Grab your tinfoil hats and hide your lizards. It's conspiracy time.
My voice is well and truly fucked. I've got a really sore throat, but I thought, hey, I may sound like a teenage girl that's been smoking for about 70 years in a basement somewhere, but why not do a podcast? I hope you guys have had an awesome Christmas and an awesome Boxing Day, and I hope you have an awesome New Year as well. I also thought it might be a good idea to use sound effects in the podcast to make it a little more fun, even though it is already pretty fucking fun, isn't it? So yeah, let's see how the sound effects go. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you don't like them, I'll get rid of them. If you do like them, I'll keep using them.
Surprise, motherfucker!
This episode of the Conspiracy Nut Podcast is gonna be about my new favourite website, the Flat Earth Society. This is a forum specifically for people that believe that the Earth may or may not be flat. Mostly the former. It's gonna be one of those podcasts. Now I know what you're wondering, and I wondered the same thing. Is the Earth flat? No, it's not fucking flat, it's round, don't be stupid. But for those of you that don't know, there is a pretty surprisingly popular conspiracy theory on the internet that's gaining some pretty big ground lately, which scares the hell out of me and makes me think that mankind's on a downward spiral into stupidity. This is the theory, of course, that the Earth is flat, also known as the Flat Earth Theory. For those of you that don't know, including myself, I've done a little bit of research, but here is the Flat Earth Society's frequently asked questions. Okay, the first question, is this site a joke? I can't help but feel websites like this were designed with the purpose in mind of me taking the piss out of them. It's like they create these websites just so I can mock them. It's amazing, it makes me so happy.
I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden twinkle in my eye.
This site is not a joke. We are actively promoting the Flat Earth movement worldwide. There are, admittedly, several non-serious Flat Earth posters. I'm going to tell you something amazing in a minute, by the way, but I'll continue with this first. But they are fairly easy to identify. Before I continue any further, I'd like to explain a little quest that I went on earlier today that led to some fun, crazy times. I was reading the threads on Flat Earth Society forums and thought, shall I just have the podcast me reading out these threads and laughing at them like I usually do? No, I'm gonna try something different. So you know what I did? I created an account.
I've got a golden ticket.
My account's name was Ray Cropzell, which may sound crazy, but that's just what it is. That name is in fact an anagram of the two words crazy people, which I thought was a nice little touch. So I joined and I posted a thread asking what are some amazing flat earth facts. I'll quickly read out my post here and then we'll continue with the frequently asked questions, okay? So this is from my online alias on the Flat Earth forums, Ray. Hi guys, my name is Ray, and I've been an avid believer that the Earth is flat for quite a few years now. I have felt so afraid to tell people in the past about my beliefs because I thought they would think I'm crazy or something. But I feel so blessed to have this community. You people are amazing, wink. Which is basically me saying you people are amazingly funny, crazy, but hey, I'm gonna indulge in this shit.
Cause I got a golden ticket. I got a golden chance to make my way.
This is my intro anyway. Feel free to ask me about stuff. So the point in my question, what are some amazing facts about our Earth being flat that blow you away, or how drastically they differ from the brainwashed, round Earth believers' understanding of the truth? I'm quite proud of that little crazy touch that I added there. Like, what facts made you think, wow, that just blows my mind? Thank you for your time. I'll get back to that thread in a second. So, there you go, that's the story of Ray, my alter ego that believes in the Earth being flat. She's a crazy bitch, but hey, that's what this podcast's about, right? Crazy bitches.
I don't think so.
Back to the frequently asked questions. What evidence do you have? Before I continue reading the frequently asked questions, I would like to say that at the side there is an image of the United Nations emblem. And there's a little caption underneath that says, the United States emblem closely resembles the flat Earth map. What the fuck? It's just an image. It couldn't be circular, spherical, because it wouldn't be an image. Yeah.
What?
What evidence do you have? The evidence for a flat earth is derived from many different facets of science and philosophy. It's gonna be strange already. The simplest is by relying on our own senses to discern the true nature of the world around us. The world looks flat. The bottoms of clouds are flat. What the absolute fuck? As I was saying. The bottoms of clouds are flat. We are getting some serious hardcore scientific fucking evidence, guys. You guys aren't wasting the science not even for a fucking moment. The movement of the sun. There's nothing else to it, by the way, just the movement of the sun. These are all examples of our senses telling us that we do not live in a spherical world. This is using what's called an empirical approach. Also called the bullshit approach in my books, but let's continue.
Fuck you!
Or an approach that relies on information from your senses. Alternatively, when using Descartes' method of Cartesian doubt, to skeptically view the world around us, one quickly finds that the notion of a spherical world is the theory which has the burden of proof. What? What the fuck? People have been into space. How have they not discovered the Earth is flat? Jesus Christ, this is getting good. Seriously though, let's back up a minute. It's pretty obvious that we have been into space. We've been to the fucking moon, we've landed probes on Mars. The Voyager probe is literally nearly out of our solar system, I think, by now. We have been pretty damn far into space. The International Space Station's in low Earth orbit. You can't get any more in space than we've already been. Okay, so what's their answer? The most commonly accepted explanation of this is that the space agencies of the world are involved in a conspiracy. Yeah, conspiracy. I like when they say conspiracy in the actual paragraphs. That adds a lot more validity to the fucking thing. Involved in a conspiracy faking space travel and exploration. This likely began during the Cold War's space race, in which the USSR and USA were obsessed with beating each other into space to the point that each faked their accomplishments in an attempt to keep the other's supposed achievements under wraps. This is hard with a sore throat. Jesus. Sounds so sexy though. So moist. So amazing. Sorry. Since the end of the Cold War, however, the conspiracy is most likely motivated by greed rather than political gains. And using only some of their funding to continue to fake space travel saves a lot of money to embezzle for themselves. What? NASA and most other space agencies spend a fortune going to space. How much do you think they spend on themselves? Not as much as these guys think, no. What are they buying? £1 million beanbags for their offices? $1 billion cardigans to keep them warm in space? This is absolutely amazing. There are many pictures on the internet and in other media depicting the Earth as being round. You know why? Because it's round.
Fatality.
Why do these not disprove... Well, yeah, sorry about that. Why do these not disprove Flat Earth theory? In general, we at the Flat Earth Society don't lend much credibility to photographic evidence. You guys don't lend much credibility to fucking sanity by the looks of things. It is too easy to manipulate and alter images. That is true. But, when you see an image of the Earth, you can't help but just think, that's the Earth, it's round, it's a big blue marble. Yeah. Many of the videos posted here by Hear Them in the forums to prove the Earth is round by showing curvature will show no curvature, or even concave curvature at parts. What? I don't get it. But they don't. They show pictures of the Earth being a circle. It's rotating. How would a flat Earth rotate? It's a disc. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if you had a CD, right, in your hands. Well, I turned Irish then. Imagine if you had a CD in your hands, like, imagine if you had a CD in your hand and you held it vertically and you started rotating the CD. It would not look like a sphere. That is the flat Earth's idea of it. So it obviously is a sphere rotating if it shows it rotating in a video. What the fuck? The sources are so inaccurate, it's difficult to build an argument on them in either case.
Well, the evidence of the Earth being round is so crazy that, you know...
I don't know why they sound like a drunken Mickey Mouse.
The evidence of the Earth being round, you know? That's fucking crazy. I'll break your legs if you disagree.
Nah, sorry about that.
Gay!
Furthermore, barrel distortion and other quirks of modern cameras can cause a picture to distort, with little and no apparent altercation, especially without references within the picture. By references, you mean the Earth, or space, or the moon? Or if I get any closest to my microphone, I'm gonna eat it. No. Photographs are also prone to distortion when taken through a bent lens. What the fuck? What the fuck? That does not make sense. Of a pressurized cabin, as well as atmospheric conditions on the outside. What? Do these people think when they look out of a window, what they see outside is not what is outside the window? What? With this litany of problems, litany, they're getting quite illiterate here. See what I did there?
Wow, what a great audience.
It's easy to see why photographic evidence is not to be trusted. It's easy to see why you're a crazy and need to be put in a straitjacket and experimented on in a mental hospital. It's also worth noting that if a person were to look at the Earth from high above, they would expect to see a circular shape where the sun's spotlight was shining. Spotlight? The sun has a spotlight? The sun is a fucking, what they're called? I forgot the names, those spinny things that they have on islands or in horror films. The sun is a lighthouse? Oh my god. This explains why high altitude photographs are generally curved to produce the illusion of a round horizon. Because the horizon is curved. Oh god, you people. You're crazy. Yeah, it's in my head. What does the Earth look like? How is circumnavigation possible? As seen in the diagrams above is basically just a flat image of the Earth, you know, because I'm looking at a computer screen and it wouldn't be a three-dimensional image of the Earth. By the way, that's their reasoning, because it looks flat on an image, it must be flat. These people don't understand the difference between dimensions. Come on, there's only a few of them. As seen in the diagrams above, the Earth is in the form of a disc, with the North Pole in the centre and Antarctica as a wall around the edge. This is where it gets a little crazy. This is a generally accepted model among members of this society. You mean the crazy society? In this model, circumnavigation is performed by moving in a great circle around the North Pole. Okay. The Earth is surrounded on all sides by an ice wall that holds the oceans back. Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Yeah. And I suppose there's snow goblins. And I suppose there's giant elves. Ants, fraggles, and fucking doozers living there. Jesus Christ. The Earth is surrounded on all sides by a giant ice wall that holds the oceans back. Why do they think what? The oceans are gonna like leak off the side of the Earth? What the fuck? What the fuck? The ice wall is what explorers have named Antarctica. No. Beyond the ice wall is a topic of great interest to the Flat Earth Society. To our knowledge, nobody has been very far past the ice wall, and none return to tell of their journey. This is getting epic.
Here we go!
What we do know is that it encircles the Earth and serves to hold our oceans in place and helps protect us from whatever lies beyond. Here is a picture of the flat Earth, which is, of course, a picture of the flat Earth. I'm starting to kind of understand what these people are getting at now. Why doesn't gravity pull the Earth into a spherical shape? Good point. The Earth isn't moved into a sphere because the force known as gravity doesn't exist. Oh, God. Just when I'm saying, I'm getting into this shit, they say there's no such thing as gravity. Good day to you, sir. Gravity doesn't exist, or is at least greatly diminished. The Earth is constantly accelerating at a rate of 32 feet per second squared. If it's constantly accelerating, then surely it would at one point break the speed of light. And that'd mean that it'd break the law of special relativity, wouldn't it? I don't know, I'm not too sure. Anyway, this constant acceleration causes what you think of as gravity. Imagine sitting in a car that never stops speeding up. Okay, I'm imagining it. This is deep scientific shit right here. You will forever be pushed into your seat. This is much how the Earth works. Really? You sure about that? The Earth's not a car, and it's not vertical either. They don't understand gravity. I think that's gonna do for the frequently asked questions. My head hurts. Everything hurts. These people are crazy. No. Now my thread that I mentioned posting on the forums has already had one reply. And would you like to know what this reply is? This is the amazing fact about the flat Earth. This is from a member called Hoppy, who has 7,940 posts. He's one of the head crazy people at the Flat Earth Society. The thing that blows my mind is the fact that the brainwashing has such a hold on our populace. A flat earther? Okay, is that what you call yourselves? A flat earther is considered crazy. That's because you are. Even though he is correct. No, you're not. One of the facts of the case, NASA space missions are a fraud. People seem to believe what NASA says, no matter how outrageous their claims. What? Going to space isn't outrageous, dude. What an... And then I thought, do I like own up and say, hey, I'm just here to take the piss out of you and to mock everything you say. But no, I went one step further. I indulged the crazy fucker.
I've got a golden ticket.
So my reply, I know exactly what you mean. Every time I see footage from NASA and their space missions, I really do just think it's some really good CGI. Thanks for the information, dude. I hope he replies to this. I will keep you updated in the future podcasts if he does reply to it. I would like to do a part 2 of the Flat Earth. But don't worry, I'm not done yet. The first thread that I'd like to mention from the FlatEarthSociety.org, the first thread is titled, Tune in for SpaceX's return to flight and first landing success. SpaceX, for those of you that don't know these tests that are mentioned in this thread, is to get normal people, with a lot of money of course, to go into space. Space tourism, that's as simple as it gets. So, here we go. By space, I mean low Earth orbit, but that's still pretty awesome. So the thread has got a link to the SpaceX live streams showing the flight and the landing and the takeoff. And then underneath it says, an historic event. It's getting off to a good start. Always wanted to say, an historic. I think it's A, isn't it? A historic event. And then, the guy underneath, whose name I can't pronounce, but he has 2,765 posts, so he's a little crazy. Also has Spock from Star Trek as his profile picture. They nailed the landing, wow, just amazing to watch it live. Can't wait for some more shoots to come out in the morning of the landing. So I'm thinking, this is awesome. This is pretty good. This is serious. Then a guy replied to it. A guy that has 2,571 posts called Papa Legba replied, nah, he spent about $10 on cheap ass CGI, a vertical landing, laughing my fucking ass off. Okay. Then the logical guy with Spock as his profile picture says if it only costs $10, then maybe, okay, maybe, there's no maybe, it's just maybe. $10, then maybe you can afford to make one as well, I'm sure it would look just as good.
I don't need to hear crap from a bunch of hippie freaks living in denial.
Then the crazy guy replied, me too. This shit is strictly for kids and video game addict retards. Okay? Nice alliteration there, I like the sentence formations. I mean, look at the silly fake telemetry data bar at the bottom. Strong backed react, boost button burn, lulz. This doesn't mean anything.
Really, nigga?
And then he replied to the Spock guy about it being $10 and making his own. You kind of just admitted it was CGI there. Mr. Video Game Addict Retard with your retarded science fiction character avatar retard. Wow!
It was at this moment that Nathan knew. He fucked up.
This guy has an amazing vocabulary and use of the word retard. It's hard to tell when the slapstick clown derf poss around. What? Poss around? What's a poss? I don't know. But whatever, a vertical landing. Rough luff liff luff. I think it says rough luff. Rough luff. Yes. I don't know what kind. It's meant to be ruffle, I think, but the guy is obviously retard. And then the Spock guy replied, I'm assuming you didn't see the thousands of people on the site that were watching the landing. Then the crazy gentleman underneath, who at this point changed his motto on the forums to Star Trek is massively gay. There's a little internal fight going on between these two. Between Spock and the fucking crazy dude. I don't know his name, so it's called Crazy Dude. I saw a CGI video full of glitches, lulz, and impossible bullshit. Retard learned to read. Oh, and Tappet has his own space program going. He's currently looking for investors. I just want to quickly mention this. I went onto Tappet's thread. I shit you not. The guy's put cardboard on the inside of his car, right? It looked like a 4x4. So imagine a Range Rover or a Land Rover or some big 4x4 with cardboard stuck to the roof and the doors and the dashboard and painted silver. And then imagine wearing a spaceman fancy dress costume, sitting inside the car covered in tinfoil and super glue and cardboard. and taking a photograph, and then saying that you have a space program.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, damn it, that's Tappet's dream, and I'm not gonna fucking diminish it. Oh, these people, you cannot make this shit up. So yeah, he's currently looking for investors. If you're so keen on all this sparky malarkey, then I assume you'll dig deep and help him out. Thank you, please, Mr. Spock Avatar. Vertical landing. Get the fuck off. Wow, that is some angry shit. Then Spock replied to him, Jesus, this is getting long, isn't it? No, he didn't actually say that. No homo. Then Spock replied to him, maybe you should point out some of the CGI errors. I wonder how much they had to pay for all those thousands of spectators to be part of the conspiracy. Then Mr. Crazy Man replies, yes, all those thousands of glitchy CGI characters must have been paid millions. What a jackass. Anywho, ... Have you contributed to Tappet's space tourism business yet? Money where your mouth is, Mr. Spock.
Just do it!
This is getting deep. Then Spock replies, can you point out CGI mistakes or not? And why would I contribute money to something I consider to be wrong?
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
The guy says it like it's a nuclear weapon. It's a guy inside a car with cardboard stuck to it. I don't think he's going anywhere very fast, at least not vertically.
Nothing is impossible! Just do it!
And the crazy guy underneath is replying to the CGI claims. Yes, I can, cause there's plenty, but I ain't doing your debugging for free, SpaceX tard. What? And those thousands of people that watched the launch, how come the YouTube of it only has 150 views and no comments yet? Do people watching an event unfold in real life count as a YouTube view? I never knew that. People need to start watching me record this podcast. I'm gonna be fucking rich.
Smoke weed every day.
Now Mr. Spock will give monies to Tappet's space program, please. Give all monies until it hurts, Mr. Spies. What's a spies? Spies? What?
Space!
Thank you, please. So Spock replied, so you can't find any then? Well, that's good to know. That's gonna do for that thread, because it gets even crazier. Oh man, these people, I love them. Crazy, crazy people. And that's gonna do for this episode. I'm sorry that there's no ScanBC this week, but I was looking at the ScanBC Twitter feed and there's not that many exciting new posts, so yeah, we're gonna leave that one for now. But next time there will be ScanBC, and get ready for it. Dun, 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 dun. Next time, I'm gonna have guests on the podcast. Hopefully every week from now. Well, I usually do it a few times a week. So a few times a week, every week, I'm gonna have guests. How cool is that gonna be? They might like conspiracy theories, they might not like conspiracy theories. All I know is, it's gonna be fun, I'm gonna mock people, they're gonna mock me. Hey, it's gonna be awesome. Thank you for listening to the Conspiracy Nut Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe so you can keep up to date with any future podcasts, which are gonna be awesome. And please like the video, share it with your friends, and comment and let me know what you think, because that does mean a lot to me and I do read every single comment that I get. So I hope you guys have a happy new year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.